Good morning. I'm Peter Voss, CEO and Chief Scientist of Aigo AI, and we are revolutionizing personal assistance. Let me explain. Right now, AI is taking over the world, but what we're expecting now is we're expecting to be able to use our personal assistants more the way we see in the movies, like Jarvis or Her. We want to be able to use our, we want to be able to talk to our cars, to our devices, to our homes, and use natural language everywhere to intelligently interact with devices. The problem is there are some roadblocks ahead that are preventing us from doing that, and they come in two forms. The one is in technology, and the other one is in corporate philosophy. The first technological problem is the lack of intelligence. Current chatbots and so-called personal assistants are really quite dumb. No other way to say it. They don't remember what you said previously or what occurred previously. They don't learn interactively. They can't reason or think, and they can't hold a conversation at all. The other problem relates to ownership. Right now, chatbots from the big mega corporations are all programmed to serve their agenda. They own them, they control them, and they own and control your data. You're the product. Now, it doesn't have to be that way, and we're changing that. So I'd like to introduce Aigo Personal Assistant. Our Aigo Personal Assistant has real cognitive ability. It can think and reason and remember, and you own it. It's there to serve your agenda. We call it the personal assistant. So the reason we double up on the personal is because personal really has three different important meanings that apply here. The first one is that you own it. The second thing is that it adapts to you. It becomes part of your daily life. And the third one is privacy, that you decide what you want your personal assistant to share with the world. And that's really important. Maybe we should call it a personal assistant, but that's a bit awkward. So what's more is you can also teach Aigo. You can teach Aigo new skills and knowledge. And if you like, you could sell those skills onto other people. You can license them and get royalties. That's quite unique to be able to do that. Now, to make all of this work, we are creating the Aigo token ecosystem for users, for creators, and for traders of Aigo intelligence. Now, the Aigo ecosystem consists of three important aspects. The first one, the most important one, is the community itself, the people using Aigo and creating and trading. We are also providing forums and support for the community, and we are relying on the community to also help us shape the development path and priorities of where to take Aigo. The second part is the actual platform that delivers Aigo services. That's the underlying technology. And the third part is the Aigo store, where all trading of Aigo-related items happens. Now, all of this is secured and coordinated by the Aigo token blockchain. It's an Ethereum-based blockchain, and it incorporates smart contracts. Now, there are three important aspects to that this provides. The first one is to secure individual personal assistants. Each Aigo has a serial number, and that is secured in the blockchain against the user, together with the data that they collect. The second aspect is smart contracts, where we can collect micropayments, basically for royalties that are owed to different creators. And the third one is the Aigo token itself, which is a currency in the Aigo store. Let me talk a little bit about Aigo technology, the underlying technology. the cognitive ability of Aigo is literally light years ahead of Siri and Alexa and other chatbots. Now, how can I say that and how do we achieve that? The reason is we are using fundamentally much more suitable technology for a ongoing conversational agent. And that technology is called the cognitive architecture. It operates more the way our brain does. And to give you a bit of background, an earlier version of this technology has been successfully commercialized in the call center space, giving callers a much better experience being able to converse in natural language. We've invested more than 100 man-years in development of that, and the second generation is what we are now busy commercializing. There are many different applications available for our technology, but before I go there, let me just encourage you to actually look at our demo, seeing Aigo in action, to also look at our articles that describe some of the underlying technology, and of course to look at our aigotoken.ai website for our white paper and for additional information. Now, in terms of the commercial aspects of it, we are targeting 3 different areas. First of all, consumers with the Aigo token ecosystem. Secondly, enterprise, both within the enterprise internally for such things as HR or to help salespeople or IT support. Secondly, and then in addition, we also deploying our technology with software vendors and hardware vendors where it becomes part of their product, like for example being incorporated into robot or being incorporated into software to give the user a natural language interaction with the software. Now here you can just see an overview of some of the areas we're actually developing, and they scan a whole big range, from health, legal, real estate, home automation, games, robotics, and so on. The same intelligence engine can basically be deployed in all of these areas. And it has tremendous commercial potential. We can just look at some of the possibilities here that run into literally billions of dollars of revenue per year. And the beauty of it is we're talking about recurring revenue. Let me just highlight a few points about the actual Aigo token sale. We have a hard cap of $40 million that we're raising. And importantly, we are dedicating at least 25% of the proceeds to ongoing AI development. So we are fully committed to continuing to expand the capabilities of our technology to both have a bigger range of customers and a bigger range of applications, which will support each other to give ongoing growth to our community. And our pre-sale is actually active now. I'll finish off by just talking a little bit about the team. I'll give you a little bit of background about myself. I have extensive commercial background. In fact, the first company I formed, we went from the garage to 400 people and an IPO, and that was very gratifying. I've since then started several companies, had a few exits, but my involvement has also always been on the technical side of developing the software and being the chief scientist. Now I'm very fortunate to have a strong established team that I'm working with, and you can see their faces here. You can find out more about them again on our website. And I'd like to leave you with our mission, which is to provide highly intelligent, hyper-personalized personal assistance to everyone in the world. And I hope you'll join us on our mission. Thank you.